And
Recording started.
as possible. So we got a little bit of an issue. Most of you around here already know about it. I see, a few other faces. Maybe you heard, some stories from somebody else, whatever. So we're just gonna kind of lay it out there. Um, the panel that I really only want to be asking questions is the leaders. So Martine, Hatch, Prez, and Sassy. I really only want y'all to be the ones asking questions. If you have questions, if any of your people in your group has questions, have them direct the questions to you, and then you shout them out type deal. So that will be kind of our panel of judges, so to speak. I hear a car, so let's.
That's Bubbles.
That's Bubbles. He's coming back. He
I'll give it a
needed
second.
food and water.
Had extra.
Like you could have asked. I got plenty.
Yeah.
No, give me a sandwich.
Any of the Green Boys, if you have any questions you want me to ask, just text it to me now.
Alright.
All right.
How are they supposed to know what questions to ask before it starts?
Hold on. All right, I'm just gonna run through this real quick for you, Bubbles. We're holding a little bit of kangaroo court out here. We're gonna get to the bottom of what's going on with everybody involved.
I don't want to be.
Just so we can keep this organized, I'm only gonna really have the leaders ask questions. If anybody outside of the leaders has questions, direct them towards your leaders, and then the leaders shout them out. If you come up here, make sure you shouting. Otherwise, everybody's gonna get angry and yell at you to shout anyway. So you might as well just do it to begin with. I'll kind of kick it off, give a little bit of backstory about what happened, and then we can have our judges call next witness, next testimony, whatever it be. So to start it all out, as most of you know, Brian was robbed. According to Brian, the shipment contained 10 AKs. 12 AKs, 5 Dracos, 10 Dracos, 5, what are these guns?
Augs.
5 AUG, about 16 Tech 9s, 7 smaller guns, and close to 150 body armor. Is that close to correct, Brian? Can you answer that for me?
That's about true, yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Bryan says that he was robbed while moving a mule truck from one place to another. Right now, Mr. Bryan is saying that he was robbed by a man who didn't say a word, was wearing an MG hoodie, and we have another car. Who the fuck is this?
I see blue.
Fucking
Who
Rajit.
the fuck is this?
Fuck,
Alright,
who the
wait,
fuck invited Regine?
Yeah, who is this? Get out of
Hey,
here.
here.
No.
Why is he here?
I love Reggie.
Oh,
I don't.
start
That
court.
was-
Rajit, come
What
here.
the fuck?
Hey, you're the first
Are we just
one up
inviting
in
everybody
question,
now? Is that
fool.
how this works?
Hey, you're the first one up in question. Get the fuck on the stage.
Rajit, come here.
Yo,
Facts.
Why are you here, homie?
I don't know. Somebody posted a photo.
Huh.
Who the fuck?
Who posted a photo?
Wrong media,
What's the
nerd.
photo?
Right.
It's not the wrong media.
Oh, I was talking about Diego. My
Oh.
bad.
All right, what we doing? We throwing him out of court or we keeping him in court?
We're
Who
throwing him
speaks
out.
for Rajit?
Throw him out.
Yeah, he has no reason
He
to.
Throw him
doesn't
out.
like me, so I don't want him to talk.
Well, that's
I need,
okay.
I need a
Rashid.
ruling from each judge. Martine, yay or nay?
Well, wait, what am I yay, nay?
If he
Hey,
stays
Shout
or
out to that
not.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, nay. Love you, baby, but not the time.
Stefan, is Martine talking or am I drunk?
He's talking. He said nay.
Nay. Hatch, yay or nay?
Nay.
Michael, yay or nay?
Sorry, Rajit. Nah.
Sassy, yay or nay?
Hell no, this motherfucker ain't got no business in this shit.
Yeah, you just ain't got no skin, baby. It ain't.
Sassy,
it ain't
yay
no
or nay?
No.
All All right. I'm sorry, Rajit, but you.
Hey, motherfucker, what the fuck is this
Yeah, I
shit?
guess the
Yeah,
lost.
Lost don't gotta say it.
Hey, Lost, my bad, my bad, my bad. You lone soldier out there, Prez. Yeah,
Hey, you know how it is.
You are.
I love you,
All right, so it's
Rajit.
been unanimous.
I love you,
Rajit's
Rajit,
been
I'm sorry.
No
chromatic.
offense, Rashid.
Dude, I gotta take it.
He's the funniest motherfucker in this city. I
It's
swear to
just he's
God.
not involved in this, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
He's
back
so
to the
sad.
task
You guys
at
both-
hand.
He's
Fucking Diego.
I can still hear.
sorry,
I can
man.
still hear him cussing.
I'm standing up and shit too.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize, man. It's been a long day.
It's a
you
freebie.
know,
It's a
been
freebie,
grind-
man. I'll give you that one.
Okay. Back to life. Back to life. So, like I was saying, right now, Brian is making the claim that he was robbed by someone who didn't say a word, was wearing an MG sweatshirt, an MG mask. MG vehemently denies the charges. They said they wouldn't do something like that. And before we get into an all-out city war over this, we're gonna get to the bottom in court. I think I'm gonna start.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, kangaroo court, homie. I think I'm gonna start with the prosecution here. Just let them give a recount of their whole story, and then we will allow our different panels to ask questions. Then we'll go to the defense, and then we'll go to any miscellaneous. Does anybody have any objections to that?
Negative.
Nope.
Okay, I heard no objections, so we're gonna get this show on the road. Just to probably keep a smooth process, I'll continue as the spokesperson and kind of direct this this proceeding, and we'll move all along. So if I can just have probably the Royals, preferably Brian, so that way he can give his testimony, and then we will get started. So Brian, if you could come up here. Or if all the Royals want to come up here and support their boy, I don't mind that either.
Bubbles is taking a shit in his pants as we speak.
Okay, Mr. Brian, I just want you to hold your hand up real quick. All right, Brian, do you swear to give the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. With that being said, Brian's going to recount his testimony. Everybody be quiet.
All right. So, MG kidnapped all three of us, fucking shot us, shot two of us. You shot me and Bubbles off a fucking roof, and then you decided to dump Michael over here into a river. But you decided to upload it. Not a very smart idea, but that's besides me. After that happened, I was hanging out at Legion with LSB over here. Whenever you guys pulled up and started blasting. An all-out shootout occurred. It was a shit show, and I don't really know how many fucking people were shooting, but it was whatever. I grabbed the nearest two people, which just so happened to be Tremaine and Sassy. Sorry about that, Diego. You kind of got yoinked from me. Love you, baby. He got yoinked from me. I brought them to Grandma's, and then I got a very hateful call from Marty. Marty, you remember what you said on that call?
Yeah, I said, don't touch my fucking bodies in the middle of a gunfight, or else I'll blow your fucking head off every time.
Yeah. What else did you say?
That was it. Oh, actually, I told you I'd drag my nuts across your face next time I saw you. And then I hung up, and then you called me, and what'd you proceed to say to me?
I said, why the fuck why would you say something like that? We haven't done anything wrong to you, and yet you're wanting to start pretty much an all-out war.
And then what did I say to you?
You and your boys are gonna get shot a lot.
If you grab my bodies in my gunfights.
Needless to say, after that call, I freaked the fuck out. None of my boys were in city because they had flown out shortly after they decided to get fucking executed by you. I kind of panicked. Not gonna lie. It's not really like me to do something like that, but I did. And I figured there was no better time to bring the gun stash down then, right then. So I went up to Polito and grabbed my fucking truck full of guns. I drove it on the back way, so the one that goes around Grapeseed. You know, I don't know, fucking if you guys know which way that is. It's the other fucking way that doesn't go on Great Ocean. I drove it down that way. From about here to about Postal.
Dollar pills.
$dollar pills. I got fucking gunned down. Not a fucking word. They were wearing an MG hoodie and an MG mask. So who else am I suspected of doing it than you guys? Because you guys are pretty strict about what colors people wear, and people not wearing your clothes or your mask. And I already know there was enough of y'all in the city at that point in time.
Jesus Christ, man.
Is that your whole
Was it a good
testimony,
shit?
or is there more?
That's about it.
Okay. With that testimony, we're now going to open it up to questions. MG, I respect you, but you are the defense, so I'm going to kind of leave you till last. We're just going to go ahead and start from left and work our way to the right. Mr. McBasson, I'm going to start with you. Do you have any questions about the testimony, or do you want to add to the testimony?
About what time would you say that it was that this robbery happened?
Around midnight, 1, 2 o'clock.
Okay, all right.
So is that midnight to 1 o'clock or midnight to 2 o'clock?
Midnight to 2.
Okay, so between the
know. I lose
times of
track of time in the
midnight to
city.
2 o'clock, and do we remember what day this was?
This was the day that Marty called me. So give me just 1 second. So it's like 3 days ago, I think, at this point.
I think it was Sunday night.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Okay, so Sunday night moving into Monday morning is the date. The time that it took place was 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning, at some point in that time.
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time. Is there any other questions, Mr. McBasson?
Not currently, nah.
Okay. We're going to move it to El Prez. I apologize for skipping you earlier. El Prez, do you have any questions right now, or would you like to add to the testimony?
Is there any body cam footage to prove that these items were in fact stolen or there in the
My
first
body
place?
cam was off at the time because it's
Okay.
been fucking up lately, and I don't have the metal body cam, so I really had no fallback other than shadow play, and that wasn't working at the time.
Okay. That's it for me.
It still isn't working.
Okay, just to reiterate for the court, there is no solid evidence that this action ever occurred right now. With that being said, we are going to move to
There's no
Fudge
evidence.
Lane.
It's hearsay.
Okay. I have 2 questions, right? One, how was everything packaged in your mule?
It was pretty much just all like at the front, you know. It was just all right there for the taking. I'm, yeah, not the smartest person whenever it comes to packaging shit in trucks.
So, I'm meaning like, you know, when you open up the back, was everything singly packaged? Like, I need more context. Rather than it just be like, you know, whatever you just said. Like, was it in something?
fuck?
Was it out of something? Was it single?
It was
like,
all-
how was it
Was it-
specifically
Was it
packaged?
packaged in a duffel
It
bag
was
or
just
something?
right there in the open. It was not inside anything. It's not individually packaged.
So
but
you're saying that all of the ammo, the guns, was all in just laying in the back of the truck, not in anything. Just okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Second part. If the robber didn't say anything, and regardless whether if he was wearing colors or whatever the case may be, why? I mean, I get the automatically assuming it was MG, but why didn't you just go to MG after the fact when it exactly happened instead of just doing
Or
what
government.
I'm gonna be 100% with you. I was malding like a motherfucker.
But I mean, even if so, I mean, wouldn't you like go to a person and talk to them right after it happening to try to like figure out something rather than dragging it on and then seeing the events that happened? You know?
I went to my boys.
Fuck, dude.
And then my boys went to LSP.
The next day.
Yeah, literally the next day. Because I I went to my boys, and then they went to LSP because there was no MG in the city for like that day, and then the next day, actually, there was pretty much little to no MG activity. So it was very hard to get a hold of them at the time. So we went to LSP, asking what we should do about the situation, and then obviously you've seen the events that have occurred that has led us here.
Okay. And also, my last point, and then I'll pass it to whoever. I did the math for everything that you lost, and basically what you're telling me just now does not make sense. So if you're telling me you have 12 Dracos, 10 Uzis, 16 techs, 5 Augs, 1,000 of each ammo, and stuff like that, it's 700 or not 700. Hang on. However,
1,703
yeah,
pounds.
yeah. So you got 150 body armor, right? All of that does not fit in a mule. So you kind of see where I'm coming from, bro? Like none of what you're saying makes sense at all. And
Your
this
ammo alone would fill up 5 mules.
Like the
Do we have a specific
armor.
weight that comes out to, Head?
I'm looking at it
weight.
now.
I can give you.
I can tell you the numbers by heart.
Total
Yeah,
weight
you're
is
gonna need at least 3
Is
mules.
1,703 pounds total weight of everything that was supposedly
least 3
in that mule.
So let the court be known that Fudge Lane is challenging that the box truck would be about 700 pounds overweight if everything was in there.
100%.
Are we voting on that?
Is there anything else that Fudge Lane would like to add to the conversation?
That's all I got at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. With that being said, before we go to MG, just because I know that this is gonna be a little bit more of a back and forth exchange, I'd just like to add to the testimony a little bit.
Can I ask
so
something real quick before you do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Given the circumstances that you explained, Brian, why didn't you go to government?
Because I probably would have said some shit that'd get me deported.
I mean, that's definitely a Code 6 issue, right? If they didn't say shit to you.
Yeah, it didn't run through my brain at the time because of how angry I was at that point in time. I probably would have said some shit that would have wound up with me probably either getting removed from the city permanently or at least temporarily.
Real quick, can I get a show of hands of how many people here, if that would have happened to, would have went to the government about it? Damn, dog.
I think you're underestimating the city's government.
Let the court record reflect that about 85% of all in attendance raised their hands. So just to interject for a moment, because like I said, I believe that the exchange with MG is going to go a little bit back and forth since they're the defendant. Brian had mentioned that he came to ESB to talk what happened. I'd just like to give light on a little bit of that situation and kind of show how we snowballed to here. Brian called me the very next day. He was freaking out. He said that he just had all his shit robbed. Big shipment of guns, big shipment of armor. He said that MG did it. He saw the sweatshirt, saw the bandana. It came to light a little bit later once we got to the meeting that nobody had said a word. The the Crown Royals were willing to pay a pretty hefty sum to get these guns back, in the tune to, I think it was $1 million, right, Brian? And then we
Yeah.
had agreed to something else.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, he was willing to offer up $1 million of his cash. Obviously, he was upset. We had a meeting. We had no reason at the time to distrust Brian. We went ahead and had a meeting. We talked about the same events that he gave his testimony on. A little bit of things that we heard that were a little bit different. We had heard that the shipment had been robbed on a highway, not at Legion Square at the time, and we were not told how the guns were acquired. I believe that we assumed that they were acquired over time, but from what I recollect, we were not told how they were exactly acquired. After we had the meeting with the Crown Royals, we held a meeting with Fudge Lane and Blue.
I object.
Go ahead.
I specifically remember Brian saying he was coming down the highway past Vinewood Bowl and got stopped at Postal near Grove Street.
Yeah, he said
Okay.
dollar
Because he
bills.
was heading, yeah.
He did say dollar bills.
This was during that meeting, and I also
But
remember.
that's
us
not even the
saying that
highway.
he
It's not the highway.
No, it's not.
Guns from a guy on the van. Oh no,
The
but
middle of the
worry.
fucking
he
city.
said
That's the south
somebody
side.
was chasing him from the highway over to our left.
I got back to hear this guy.
Y'all's right, I guess.
Can you?
Michael, are you yelling?
Can you turn your voice box up, bud?
Yeah, my bad.
There you go.
So specifically in that meeting, I remember Brian saying that he started getting chased right here, and it ended at Dollar Pills. He said he gave an exact postal, but to clarify it, there's something we all know: Dollar Pills, Oxy, is where it ended.
No word. My memory isn't 100%. That's why we're all
It's okay.
here. I'm just giving my testimony. But
It's all
then
good.
yeah, you're free to interject and correct me on the record. So kind of back to the story of things. We held a meeting with Fudge Lane, Crown Royals, ESB, and we kind of started talking out a plan of action of how to reacquire these guns. And over time, just some things kind of started sounding a little bit fishy to us all. And in the end, that's why we're here. That's why we're asking questions, and that's why we're getting these proceedings going. With that being said, Mr. Sassy, do you have anything that you want to add to that testimony, seeing as you were also present in the meetings?
I just got a couple of questions because, there's something else that isn't adding up. Is the time frame. Because I'm pretty sure during that time frame we were probably somewhere pretty sandy with, a couple people, from the red. It's a nice, warm, sandy beach visit. You know what I'm saying?
I still smell burnt flesh.
Mr. Sassy, are you saying that you were involved with MG at the time that Crown Royals are claiming to be robbed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let the record reflect that Mr. Sassy is acknowledging that he was involved in action with MG at the time of the robbery. Is there anything else, Mr. Sassy?
Honestly, I'm drawing a blank now, so that's all I got.
No worries. No worries. With that being said, we're going to kind of open it up to our defendants now. Our defendants are going to have a chance to ask questions, and then they're also going to have a chance to take the stand and also be questioned. Go ahead,
hold up.
Mr. Martin.
Wait. Sassy.
Go ahead.
You were saying that y'all were somewhere sandy in that time frame, but
yeah,
he was saying that the time frame of his shit getting stolen was after that happened.
Yeah, it's something completely
So the
else
shootout
that was happening.
So the
during that
shootout
time
with you
frame.
guys was something. What do you mean? All right, that was something different. That could have been earlier on in the night, but what he's saying is when his shit was stolen was at that time.
Yeah, he's saying that.
Yeah,
he's
he
saying
didn't say it
he's
was
saying
directly after.
He's saying his shipment is stolen within the time frame that we're literally fighting MG. That's literally what I'm saying. So.
When were y'all fighting MG then? Because it was Sunday
We
night.
literally fought them for multiple hours that night. Like,
Okay, what about the Legion Square one?
that was
So it may be a
what
different
the- that
time
was-
See,
frame,
but
it
that's
doesn't
the
mean that
thing.
it doesn't
that
Legion
was the
Square
very-
happened before we even came and grabbed you.
That was the very first fight, you know.
Okay, what about the second time? Because or whatever. Because when did he grab people from Purple?
Legion Square.
It was that exact time, or was it a different
mean,
time? That's what I'm
it
asking.
was that.
Brian
It was
grabbed
that-
it
it was
from
that
Legion
exact
just
time.
said
It
that,
was
yeah.
during that time.
Yeah, from
Okay,
Legion Square, yeah.
And
Well, then I'm
if-
getting mixed
so-
information.
If I'd
then.
like to add, they were basically fighting MG that entire day. So if they had time to rob you, it kind of doesn't make sense in between the fighting and the robbing. You know.
I would like to just add to the court proceedings because I do have a little bit of information. The time that the Ballas were involved with MG started at about 12:44 a.m. It lasted until 1 in the morning. After that time, we cannot speak for MG unless Sassy has more information on that. That's all the information I can provide.
Yeah, because then Sassy, you went back and fought them again. So during that whole time, it's like an hour to thing. So
Whoever's
Sassy.
talking down there
Yeah,
is
we
yelling.
went back and fought them.
It's because they're telling. The
Yeah, we
leader.
went back and fought them. Yeah. There was
Okay.
a whole. Yeah.
Okay, so Sassy is saying after 1 in the morning there was another fight with MG. MG, can you confirm or deny this?
Yeah, yeah.
So from 12:44 in the morning onward, it seems that MG's whereabouts are kind of accounted for. With that being said, I would really like to open this up to MG now and let them kind of have their piece. So, Mr. Martin.
My first question is like, yeah, where'd you get these guns from?
It could have been a wizard, I'm not gonna lie. He said that he had been in the city for a long time. I had not been in the city for, I had obviously been in the city for a while, but I didn't really know people at the time. So I just kind of took his word for it. He said that he had a large shipment of guns that he was willing to sell for either a trade and or cash. He had valued it at about 9 million, so I went with him on that. I gave him a bunch of different materials for it. I gave him, obviously, different drug spots, which I should have obviously felt like it was fishy at the time, but he had the guns, so I didn't necessarily question him on it. So I offered him the drug spots and a bunch of meth, oxy, and a couple other miscellaneous things. I'm drawing a blank right now on what else it was. That is what I traded for it.
Did you get a name from this mysterious guy, or
the number.
Never once asked for it. It all happened that.
So
Okay.
hold on.
You're
hold
telling
on,
me-
Hold on. You're telling everybody here that you just gave some random ass dude that much materials and cash, and he gave you guns, and you didn't get a name. Like that would have taken you time to put into, like what?
Like, there's no way you just had that shit right there at hand, fucking ready to go. You know.
Yeah. That kind of that does seem
Ha-
fishy.
Has anybody
I was
ever even seen
spending-
these guns he's talking about? Michael, personally, have you ever seen these guns?
Negative.
is your name Michael? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you might.
I'm in a bad
Bubbles,
mood
have you
today.
ever seen these guns?
No.
Has he ever talked about these guns before this incident?
Multiple times, yeah.
But you've never seen them.
No.
I kind of just went along with it and continued to call him a dumbass for spending $9 million on guns.
Okay,
which
my
is
question is,
what
I
was told, so.
I know you haven't been around, Brian, but like $9 million is quite a bit of money. Where did you? I know you said most of it was materials, but there's no way he gave away all these guns for just materials.
Information too. Don't forget that.
Yeah. You know the drug spots
mean,
that
but
aren't his to sell.
if he's-
Yeah,
Hold
those
on,
ones.
may I intervene here real quick? Based on what he said,
If you
do
can
you
stand
remember
on the
when
court stage.
All right, look, I'm trying to stand on the edge, man. All right, I got slippery feet. All right, So, I mean, based on what he said, do you remember that whole like government thing that went out about if you have any information on locations, blah blah blah, tell us and we'll pay a hefty sum? What if it was like some undercover piece of shit?
Okay, but he still would have
Sold
had
him
to
the
get a
guns.
number to go back to the garage to fill up the car for the materials to then go to a meeting place to get these guns.
Oh no,
We-
I'm just saying. I mean, at least to find out who sold him the guns because he said it could have been a
And
wizard,
I
and all
don't
I
think
heard was it was some guy in a van.
an undercover would have dropped more guns onto the street.
Hey, yo.
Thinking about Postal 309 right now. Give me a second. But no, I don't think it was some rando off the street. But that's all I heard was it was some random dude in a van.
I would like to interject. I do have just a couple of small detail-oriented questions. Mr. Bryan, do you remember whenabouts this gun sale
Sorry to
took
cut
place?
you off.
It was
I know,
sometime
I didn't
early
get
to
to
mid
finish.
February.
Early to mid-February is when he's claiming he bought the guns for
Because
the court.
that's the fishy thing. Is the realistically I only told 3 groups about it, and that was MG, Del Vecchio's, and of course my group.
So
And I
you're
doubt
claiming
that
that
the
you
Del
told
Vecchios would
MG
do
about the
something like that.
guns?
Yes, because we were having a meeting. So whenever I initially had brought the guns up to them, it was like a week and a half after I had bought them. And Alex was there, Gravy was there. Because I guess they tried to take a Del Vecchio hostage, and then they ended up shooting him, or something along those lines, and they were very angry at that point in time. I brought it up to Bubbles. Me and Gravy jumped off a roof, mainly because I was pissed off, because Gravy had told me that I had been scammed. And the Del Vecchios, I doubt that they would do anything like that, and for them to rob me in a MG outfit, it kind of made sense in my head once all the points clicked, because I had told Gravy about it, and the probability of Gravy going to his group and telling them about the guns would have been substantially higher, I want to say.
Okay.
Than the Del
And do you
Vecchios.
remember, just we're kind of getting off topic a little bit, but do you remember what this man who sold you the guns looked like at all? Do you
He
remember
was
what type
wearing,
of clothing?
Wait a second. Brian, you told me, Toby, and Alex screaming it at Legion Garage that you bought $9 million.
Red Garage.
No. When you told me, Toby, and Alex, we were at Legion Garage and you were yelling about it, and I made fun of you about it, and Michael and Bubbles were there. That's when I heard about it. I heard about it specifically from you.
It was in Red Garage because you showed up to try and.
It wasn't in Red
dish out
Garage.
a
We were
fight
in
night
cars.
Between Alex
Well,
and one
you
of
were
the
in
Del
you were
Vecchios.
in a car in Red Garage. You pulled up because you were talking to Gio. Gio was the one that Alex tried to kidnap with Toby.
This didn't happen at Red Garage though.
Nah, it didn't.
Well-
it happened at Legion. I was there too.
You were at. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because
He
I
was
remember
literally
Martin was
screaming about
specifically
it in
at
front
Red
of
Garage.
yeah, I showed up after, but that's
Yeah.
he never even
It
talked
was
about it when
me.
we were there.
It was me, Gravy, Martin, you, and Brian.
And Bubbles and the
And
Devecchios
Bubbles.
were there.
No, there was a shitload of people running around the parking lot. The people in the conversation were us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was just saying, but but those were other people.
The
that were
Vecchios
involved.
didn't come into the Red Garage. So you're talking about a different time. We're talking about when we're in Legion.
You're trying to lump the same times together, and they're not. These are two separate times. The Red Garage shit happened before. The
Yeah,
Legion
gotcha.
Garage shit happened after.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to get kind of back on it, do you remember what type of clothing this person was wearing that you bought the guns from? Was he wearing a suit, streetwear, joggers?
It's like asking what I had for breakfast whenever I was a child. I know
No
that
worries.
he was wearing a clown mask. The one that Giggles kind of wears, murdering clown. Pick your choice. And I can't really remember any distinctness of the clothes. He had on, I'm pretty sure it was an all-white outfit. And that's all I really even remember about the guy. I
So
haven't
you-
seen him in city since
You don't
I
remember his
purchased those
voice?
weapons.
So you gave somebody damn near $10 million and you don't have a number, a name, you can't even remember what they look like.
Fuck,
Bro,
what
if
they
I gave
sound
somebody
like?
that much money, I would damn near know their dick size.
Why let's be blowing them?
At that point, like
Okay, hang on. Can I ask a question here to everybody? Have you ever done a business deal where you didn't know the other party's name or anything about
Never.
them?
Nope.
Never.
Never.
Negatory.
Yeah, okay, this is just a real big question. that keeps
Especially a
popping up in
$10
my
million deal.
head. Yeah. Also, these guns, just like we all know how big our shipment sizes are, and just these amount of guns would take several shipments from any gang to order all these guns and get them around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Can I add
Then-
something?
The numbers just don't add up.
Let's try to keep this organized, but yes, go ahead, Hatch.
Okay, a $10 million deal. Don't you think that there would be more people than just two? Because if I was making a $10 million or a $9 million deal, all of my people are going to be there, 100%.
It wasn't two, it was one.
To be fair,
There's only one person,
Two,
yeah.
you know,
well,
the
him
court,
and the person that
the
is selling
court,
guns.
the court does recognize what everybody else would do in different situations, but to be fair, we can't impose what everybody else would do on what someone else would do.
Okay,
You know
fair
what I
enough.
mean?
Yeah.
So
I
I
do.
mean, I do appreciate these comments. They are valid points to bring up. I would like to hear more of them, but at the same time, I just want it to be on everybody's mind that what you would do is not necessarily what everybody else would do. I think that can just be seen in how each group decides to rob a bank. You know, you might have one way that you think is the best, and another group might have another way that they think is the best. So just keep that in the back of your minds as we continue the proceedings. With that being said, Brian, I appreciate your testimony. I think
I
at
still have
this
more
point,
questions for him.
well, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we kind of every time I started asking questions, everyone else kind of butts in.
All right,
But,
everybody else
okay,
take
so-
a minute. Let Stefan have
Okay,
a
okay.
floor
So
for
I have a question. So Brian, after being threatened, you decide to move all of your assets across the city by yourself. That
Yes.
just was the smartest play in your head.
Before I joined these guys, I was a solo dolo shitlord. Which I have done this thing before and nothing bad had happened, but this one event, I will no longer be doing that anymore. If I'm moving anything, it doesn't matter if it's fucking toilet paper to the goddamn bathroom. I'll have someone there with me, in order to protect the assets that I have.
Okay, so they were in. It was up in Polito, right? In a mule,
Yes.
safe in a garage that nobody could touch.
Yes.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you moved $9 million in a mule that drives maybe 70 down the Sonora Freeway. If that's the way you took, I wasn't paying attention. And all by yourself across the city to where were you taking your shop?
Yeah, down by the shop.
I'm curious as to how you moved damn near 2,000 pounds worth of shit in one
Oh,
mule.
Say armor alone is 750 pounds. Like what Hatch was bringing up about the weight. Like armor alone 750. Ammo. We all know ammo is heavy as fuck too. Not to mention all the guns don't weigh that much. But
No, but
I'm pretty sure.
the amount.
What?
yeah, no, it's yeah.
Okay, so we do
Anything
have
else?
a challenge
Hey,
on the weight still.
Hey Diego, I got a question.
Okay, the floor moves to Mr. McBasson.
Back to the guy you bought the guns from. What kind of vehicle did he bring them to you in?
Brought them to me in a mule, similar to the one that I had.
So, all right. Okay.
Okay.
I have
Check what was in the back, or he just went on a whim.
Was there anything else?
I have something
Nah,
to
that's
say
it.
about
That's
that.
it.
So
Okay.
wait, did you
Wait.
personally load the guns into your vehicle, or did the mystery man? Like, did you grab them out of his car and put them in there? Like, what?
Yes.
Like, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you just say he pulled up in a van?
That's what I was telling them whenever I had initially bought them, but it was a mule. I don't know. Man in a
Well,
van just rolls.
I
up
can
to
say
something.
I know there is a man in a van, but it's a van. I think maybe one or two people here might know what I'm talking about. Okay, apparently more than one or two, maybe like three or four. But yeah, I mean that's even better. Like,
Let the court records show that Mr. Martin is throwing out a possible seller of the guns, and multiple parties have agreed that this could be a possibility.
oh no! I asked the guy last
It's not a
night.
possibility.
Oh, you
It's
asked him?
not.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I asked him. He said no. He would
Okay,
never.
So that is not a possibility by the courtroom. With that being said, I think we've got a lot of questions out of Brian. We've heard a lot of testimony. Brian, I thank you for your time. I think it's kind of time for MG to take the stand, maybe give an account of their events, explain their whereabouts, and open up questions to them.
Come on, T.
Just before you start, Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. With that being said, MG is gonna give their testimony now.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know like what the fuck's going on. Like, so this all started. I think Sassy called me. I heard about it from. Well, actually, no, I heard about it from Gravy and Candy. They had a meeting with Sassy, I believe, and then yeah, I don't know. I really like. I don't know. This all is kind of insane if you ask me. Like $9 million worth of guns. One, it just I didn't sell it to him, so who did?
Maybe you could start with your version of events of how you came to be angry at the Crown Royals, just so we can get that for the record.
Okay, I got
on your
this.
side.
Okay, I woke up. It was a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon, and I got told that there was $100,000 on Bubbles' head. So I'm like, you know what? I have a fetish for shooting people off of buildings, so that's what we did. We grabbed Bubbles. He was conveniently trying to break Michael out of prison. This makes it funny in the story later. But so we grabbed Bubbles, and then somebody found Brian, so we brought Brian along too, just because who wouldn't want to throw Brian off of a building? Anyways, so we threw them off that. Hang on, let me get the postal. I want this to be accurate.
By Great Ocean Highway. It's
Yep,
over by
603.
the,
We shot them off of that little like ramp that people like to hit, heading to West Eclipse Boulevard. And then we robbed Brian of all the gate cracks, and we went to break Michael out of prison. Then we pulled up to the prison, broke Michael out, and then we proceeded to throw him off of a bridge as well.
Thanks, buddy.
Into a river.
Don't forget about Martin throwing himself off a bridge.
Yeah, Martin fell off of a bridge. It was
Don't
very
forget the part where I
unfortunate.
punched you in the face too.
You did hit me. I called him a blueberry. It was fun.
And you called them blueberries, and you said you took them out, so I punched you.
I did. But then I drove back to the city, and
Still love you, though.
I took a nap, and I didn't wake up until today. So those have been my recollections. I wasn't in no gunfights with Purple Sunday evening or around any blue guys other than the statements I just gave.
What do
Any
y'all want
questions
to
for
pick
me?
up?
No?
What do y'all
Cool.
want to pick up where you left off?
Yeah, Mr. McBasson, if you could come up here and kind of pick up where Stefan left off. Mr. Martin's having a little bit of trouble recollecting.
Oh God! Oh fuck! Shit! Alright. God damn it! I'm getting caught up.
Maybe you can give a little bit more after that story of how MG and the Royals kind of came to bad blood.
Hey, Paul.
mushrooms, man.
So yeah, after Steven flew out.
Well, honestly,
Speak up.
we really
I need you to
weren't
speak
even in
up.
bad blood. Like that's the thing about it. Like me and Brian had some like exchange of words because he grabbed, I believe, Sassy and Jermaine off that
give us-
gunfight in
gi-
Legion.
Yeah, give us the events of that
But,
gunfight
like-
in Legion, because I think that's what's next.
Oh, okay. So me, Toby, Graves, and I believe it was Rashid pulled up. Saw the ballas. I think Green was there. I don't know if any blue was there.
I
don't
was
think-
there.
We were asleep.
Were you there, Brian? Oh yeah,
I
Brian
was
there.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
because that's what fucking led to this whole thing.
Yeah, obviously. And then yeah, we pulled up in Tuk Tuks. Gravy and I believe Diego here exchanged some words, and then the shots kind of started. Cops pulled up. I got shot down, and then what do I see before the EMS grabs me? Brian grabbing them, and then yeah. And then yeah, Sassy said they went to Grandma's after that, and then yeah, that led to me and Brian talking on the phone. I told Brian never to touch bodies in the middle of our gunfight because we still had people up, and he called me back, and then we talked some more shit, and that's kind of where that stopped. I didn't think it was honestly gonna continue any further.
Yeah, because after that we showed up at your mansion. And,
Please speak up, Mr. Sassy.
Shit. Can you hear me now? All right, yeah. So after that, because I'm pretty sure Brian was down at Grove when I heard half that argument. Us and the boys ended up circling around looking for MG for a little bit. Then we ended up pulling up on your mansion because we saw the car. We were gonna burn it. We were burning it. We were trying to burn it, and all of a sudden MG pops out of the house, and a gunfight ensues. You know, we put Martin, we put Keels down. The other two were in the house, not, wasn't really nothing we could do. So we grabbed Martin and Keels and we did. And that's why I kind of said something about the sandy beach. We had a nice little trip, nice little vacation to the beach. Actually, I
Okay,
think there's a picture on Instagram. Twitter.
Yeah.
I believe there was
It's on social media.
on Twitter.
I do have a
Yeah.
question for Martine just to start it off. During
Yes.
during your phone calls with Brian, did you ever declare war on the Crown Royals?
No.
I asked if this meant war, and then you hung up the phone.
Well, you told us. He said yes. Sorry. Wait.
I just accepted it as a yes.
So we're just assuming shit out here.
Alright, I'm gonna get off the stage before I continue talking. I'm out of here. I'm back into the crowd.
So yeah, no, never said that we were at war. Honestly, I more
So-
believe that was an issue between me and Brian.
Right. And so, after you had your little barbecue, I'm assuming that you probably woke up in the hospital. Can you recount the events that happened after you woke up from the hospital in between your next meeting with ESP in that time frame?
After the hospital, I believe we got picked up by Toby and Gravy, and then I believe
Is
we all
Toby
went back-
here?
Yeah, Toby's.
Was it?
Okay, Mr. Toby, can you kind of tell the court if you picked up Mr. Martine, different things like that? Can you back up his story? Can you verify it?
Yeah. So after Sassy's group ambushed us cowardly in the mansion.
Pussies.
Hey, it's war. Fuck shit.
So we
sometimes.
pushed out too late when they already left, and we noticed that Martin and Keels wasn't there, so we assumed they already picked them up. So we got into the Bentley. We started driving around to see if we can find them near beachside after they posted the picture next to a campfire. Then About probably a couple minutes later, we get a call from Martin saying, "Hey, can you pick me up? I just woke up from the hospital with him and Keels." After that, we picked him up, and literally all we did was talk, and then we parked at the mansion and flew out. And that's about it.
And then you flew out, or the whole group flew out?
Martin and Keels flew out while me and Graves went to go farm materials up in Polito.
Was there another fight with ESB after you picked Martine up?
Nah.
Gonna kind of open the floor to Mr. Sassy. Did you have another fight with MG after they were picked up from the beach?
Yes.
Yes. Is that Jermaine speaking?
Yes, there was another fight after that.
Okay. Yoshi, it seems that your recollection of events is a little bit wrong. Mr. Jermaine, do you remember who all was involved in this fight?
I believe it was myself, Sassy, Eddie, and Adonis against Marty, Keels, Toby, and Alex.
Are you talking about the fight at the construction site?
I believe so.
That happened
any-
before.
That was not before. That was after.
Was there?
That wasn't.
That was after.
wasn't-
Oh shit, I'm back. Fuck.
No, it
what's up?
wasn't, because we won that fight. That might have been
No.
after, like, the next
Yeah,
day.
you won that fight. Yeah.
Mr. Jermaine, do you remember when this fight approximately took place?
I couldn't tell you, dude. I've been fried as fuck.
Wait, wait, which fight? Shit, sorry, I'm back. Yeah.
The fight
Look-
after the beach side, the bonfire.
What, the fight on the construction? That was the last fight. I'm pretty sure that day.
That was the last fight.
No, that was the first fight the next day.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it's the next day. It wasn't that day.
But it was early in the morning.
I don't know. I think
Yeah, because I don't remember fighting at the
if I remember
construction that day.
correctly, isn't there some pictures somewhere? I'm
Because
not too sure
the
to be
beach
honest.
shit, after the beach shit, they came and got us at the hospital, and then we went to
Yeah.
the mansion and went to sleep. I thought that construction shit happened that same day too, but it didn't.
No, I thought it
Are you
happened like
sure?
the next day.
No, it was.
I'm
it was
pretty
the
sure
first
it
fight of
happened the
next
same day. It was a couple hours later though.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
an
pretty
hour
sure it was.
later.
No, that shit happened.
Yeah,
when
no, it
when
happened
you
the
put
same
us
day
on the
because
I'm pretty
after
sure.
after that shit happened, you said you were coming to Grove. You didn't.
Yeah,
and we went to go look for you.
yeah. We went looking for you, and then we
And
ended
then
up
you took
finding
us to
you.
construction.
Yeah, but that's when we were fighting the cops. When we
Yeah,
said
you
we
were
were gonna come
fighting-
down to the come down to
Yeah, you were
Grove.
fighting the cops. Yeah, then later on that night is when we fought at the construction after you were done fighting the cops.
Yeah.
Right,
was the
that was
same
the
day.
first fight of the second day. The beach shit was the first day we started fighting.
The beach day shit and the construction site shit happened the same day, dude.
Yeah, I'm 90%.
I'm
sure,
almost
and
100% sure on that.
I think there's pictures somewhere to be honest, but I'm not.
That's what I'm
Let
looking for
the-
right now.
I'm looking.
Let the record reflect on Instagram. There is a picture of a bonfire and then a picture of some ESB members on a rooftop, all on the same day.
Yeah, that was the same. Because the thing, remember,
that all
because
happened the same day.
Because the Legion thing happened earlier that day, and that's why
Yeah,
it's
way,
the
way,
day
way
before.
earlier.
If you look at the photos, it's the day before, and then around like 12 to 1 to 2 is when you guys stopped. Around like 2 o'clock is when you guys stopped fighting.
Yeah, and that's how I got the whole time span of about midnight to about 2. But you guys were fighting the cops in between there a little bit too.
Okay,
probably
so
it.
we have a time frame for MG right now that they were taken from their mansion, they were picked up from their mansion, They fought the cops, and then they fought ESB again, all in the time frame that Mr. Bryan is claiming to be robbed by MG. I think that's what the court has established. Does MG deny that, or do they accept that as the version of events right now?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real. These gunfights, we've been in so many of them the past fucking few days. It's just a haze.
They're kind of all melting together. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Can I also input something as well?
Yes, go ahead, Affy.
Okay, so with also Brian saying that he got shot by dollar pills, whatever, around like between 1 a.m. to 2, that's, I mean, I'm pretty sure we were all by Grove.
I was
like,
about to say, yeah.
we
I'm
would have
pretty
heard
sure
that.
that's like the region right where we were at circling.
Yeah,
before
yeah,
MG
that's what I'm
during
saying.
the
Like,
time.
I was cycling through Benny's, VU, and like dollar pills, outrunning cops in that whole entire time. I was getting chased because I wanted to test out the BRZ. And around that time, there was no shots or anything near dollar pills or anything. I would have heard it.
Okay. At this time, I believe that we now have pretty much MG's version of events with a little bit of memory loss. I think we've
Mushrooms,
established that
don't do drugs,
timeline.
kids.
Those are the best
With that, I'm gonna kind of open it up to questions. We're gonna kind of do the same thing. Crown Royals, just because you're the defense, I'm gonna save you for last. And since I went left to right last time, I'll go right to left this time. So Fudge Lane, do you have any questions for MG or anything that you'd like to know from their side?
As of right now, I do not. My questions in needing answers is still with the blue people, so I'd pass it to the next.
I do.
Are you saying that you have more questions for them?
Bird would like to ask a question.
What drugs are you on? I need some of that shit.
This fucking
All right,
guy.
I'm good.
He's got some like white Belgian chocolate bars that are mushroom infused and they look really cool.
Oh shit! I want some.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but
He's mentally not here, so.
Pat, you were saying that you still had a few more questions. Please save that. Just save them for later. Save them for later. Just make note of them. El Prez, do you have any questions about the testimony that was given or would like to add to it?
No, sir.
Okay, El Prez abstains. Mr. McBassin or any other people from ESB, do you have any questions?
I do.
Go ahead.
Do y'all have that many guns currently?
I mean, you tell me, how many guns do I have?
Yeah,
if that's all y'all had, then it couldn't have been that. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make sense.
Like full front, I just got a shipment like 4 days ago now, but even still, that
If that still doesn't add up to the same amount, then
yeah.
I know for a fact it doesn't add up because yeah.
I do have a question. Just because all members of MG are not here, and I do believe in your testimony that you did in fact say that Raujit was with you at Legion Square, correct?
Yes.
Does Raujit work alongside you guys at all? Does he rep your colors? Is there anybody that we do not know about that reps MG colors or would rep MG colors?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Rajit's trying to get back with us. He knows that'll be a quick way to never get back with us.
Okay. So Raujit would not be wearing your sweatshirt or bandana and rob one of your enemies on your behalf?
Yeah, I got you some water.
I don't even think we're enemies with Crown Royals.
I was
They're
gonna
good
say,
guys.
like, that's the other thing. Like, I don't have a problem with them like that.
Well,
me and Brian had an issue of him touching bodies, but other than that, like, I don't have an issue with the Crown Royals.
And was there any more questions, Mr. McBassin? Did you have something to say?
Yo, what happened during those PD gunfights? Just so we're clear, time frame wise.
Which ones?
The ones
the one that
before
happened. Okay,
construction.
so like that shit, that was all the same one. So like this one's funny. Badger pulls up on Toby and Gravy. He's trying to pull him over, and that's over off of like right in front of Smoke on the Water. So then we all pull up and then just gun Badger down, and then the cops show up. We run to Little Soul. We hop on the roofs at Little Soul at the gas station at the square right there. Gunfight runs out. I jump off the roof of the gas station, go get a car, come back, we all run, and then that ends up over by Integrity Apartments. And then that's where me and Gravy kind of made our final stand, and Toby was in his car, and then we fell off the roof of the Integrity Apartments, and Toby came by and swooped us up and took us to Grandma's. But that gunfight took like an hour and a half in itself. It was insane.
Wasn't that yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, that gunfight was yesterday, but
That was yesterday's gunfight, not Sunday's.
Toby, what the fuck did we do on Sunday?
We told you
the taco fight, the Taco Bell fight.
That was the Taco Bell fight was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday too.
See, all these gunfights are just meshing together.
Bruh,
Yeah, they're
gunfights are
meshing.
fucking me up.
I think the Legion Square
Starts
shooting
basing
was the Legion
That's
Square
what I'm saying. I
Sunday
feel
shooting.
like these gunfights are like one day apart. Like each of them are like happen a day because they all take long as fuck. And almost each time we've gotten shot down in the back by the cops.
True.
And then like gotten processed and thrown in jail.
So was there or was there not a gunfight in between you being taken to the beach and you having the second fight with ESB at the construction site?
No.
I can't even fucking remember anything.
No.
I'm
No, it's
90% sure there was. And
No, because
I feel like we went to sleep and then the construction shit happened either before the beach, which I'm pretty sure that's how the night started. And then you guys fucked us up at the beach.
Actually,
The night started at Legion.
I'm remembering it now. So they did take you from the house. You woke up at the hospital. We picked you up, and then we did fight again, but we fought at the garage.
What garage?
Not the garage, the construction site.
Yeah, exactly.
So then that's when we dropped you guys off at where we dropped off Bubbles and Brian off.
where that picture came from, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then after that, we flew out, and the next fight was the taco fight.
So the cop fight I was asking about was the one that happened before that fight you just mentioned. Maybe a cop fight didn't happen, but I'm.
What? I don't know because the only cop fights we had, with involving you guys or just us with the cops.
Just y'all.
It would have been a just y'all thing, to be honest. It gives them more time frame because there's like it's probably about like an hour and a half span, roughly, about what he said. To be honest with you, time wise.
The only cop one I remember is us yesterday at Smoke in the Water all the way into the Integrity. That's about it.
Do you remember? And this is very important. Do you remember what happened between you picking them up after the beach and because there was about an hour and a half time frame that you guys are unaccounted for? Do you remember what happened
when we bought the
between
armor
getting
from
picked up
Smoochie?
at the beach and the second fight at the construction site?
Is that when that was?
Yeah, we had a deal with Smoochie to get body armor because we had none, and then we went to go look for ballas after that. And that's
Smoochie
when
even
we went
around
to-
at that time?
So it wasn't a gunfight then, alright? It was okay. You're
Yeah, because you called me in the middle of it, and the cops were in a gunfight with somebody over by Grove.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember
Yeah,
now.
and
Yeah,
I
thought it
was like,
you,
yeah,
and you're like-
definitely, it's us right now. We're definitely not buying 69 or 49 body armor.
No, but you're saying, yeah, so that's why I thought you guys were in a gunfight.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
I
literally why I'm
remember. I was
pushing
like, I
that
don't
way.
remember another cop fight.
Because you guys did have another gunfight that Sunday, like the Sunday night after, like from the one thing. It was the one next to VU, the one by the car wash and the clothing spot. That car wash.
Oh, that's
I posted
when the
those
cops
pics.
pulled up on us.
Yeah, that's when you put. That's the pics that you guys posted on Twitter. You didn't post it in the.
So that one, the cops tried to pull over. I think it was Gravy, Candy, and Toby in the Bentley. And then I pulled through the gas station, or not the gas station, that car wash right there, and got on the wall, and we just started dumpstering them.
Yeah, but that was also that during that time too. That was also the last fight you guys had with Jermaine, Sassy, Eddie, and Adonis, because you posted on Twitter with the bodies at the car wash.
Yeah, you guys pulled up there.
Yeah, that was the last fight.
And then the cops pulled up after.
So even then, during that time, I don't get how they were fighting cops, you guys, but also robbing Brian at Dollar Pills. That's 3 spots they would have to be at, basically.
Okay, so we've kind of had a lengthy process about MG's whereabouts, so I'm just gonna kind of summarize it up as I understand it, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
Shooting a gun. It's tiring.
ESB went to the mansion, grabbed Keels and Martin, left them on a beach. Keels and Martin had to life flight to the hospital. They were picked up by what's your name again?
Toby.
They were picked up by Toby. Sorry, Toby. They were picked up by Toby. In the meantime, MG had a body armor deal with Smoochie. They did that. They got in a gunfight with the police, and then they got in a gunfight with ESB. Does this sound correct to everybody? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that sounds correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. With those version of events now, kind of being condemned into court record, I'm now gonna open up.
What the fuck is this?
Who's pulling up?
I hear a car.
What the fuck?
God
You just
damn, they
crashed?
just fucked up y'all's Mustang.
It could be
Oh,
Candy.
I'm about to fuck somebody
It's
else.
Candy, I bet.
It's probably. Yeah, it's their own peeps. Well, I mean, get raked.
All right, maybe
You need a jump, motherfucker, with the green vest.
Mike, you got a spider, Mike.
What up?
There we go.
All right, you're good.
I just want to point out that I got told this is gonna be a 20-minute meeting.
Yeah, this is not
Hour and a half.
Hour and 15
Nah,
minutes.
this definitely ain't no 20-minute meeting.
I need to go
Bruh,
to
this,
bed,
this
Brad.
dude was
Estimate.
bitching the whole time. He was like, I don't even want to come. Like, why do I have to go? I wasn't involved.
I wasn't.
like,
Okay.
"Bruh,
I just
20
got
minutes, you'll be fine."
to tell people that I shot Bubbles off a building, and he cried the whole fucking time. It was great.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's run
Bubbles
through
took that
this
shit
real
pretty
quick.
well. So did Brian.
Yeah.
y'all's daddy.
Let's keep
All
running
right,
through this because
yeah,
we're
let's
trying to move it
Let's keep
along.
it civil.
Or learn the definition of
Um,
crying.
Miss Candy,
Coming from the person crying
All right,
about a
come
long
on.
meeting.
All right, come on.
Are you
let's
sober?
keep it-
Sorry,
keep
I'm
it
late.
civil.
okay. Are you sober?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Do you remember the events
not.
that happened on the night after you were taken to a beach? Do you remember all those events in chronological order?
No.
Okay. With that being
I'm gonna
said,
be honest. If you question me and ask me if I did something, I could tell you yes or no. But
That's fine.
in
fine.
chronological order, 3 days ago, fuck, bro, I went to jail. I got shot. I was robbed. I was kidnapped by a murdering clown. I don't know, on lots of adventures. So
God
Shot
damn.
some people. Like,
maybe hurt somebody, maybe hurt a cop. I don't know. Things happen.
okay. With that being said, then the court's already established what we believe to be the version of events. We've given ample opportunity for everybody else to answer questions. I think we open it up to the prosecution now. Crown Royals, do you have anything you'd like to ask or poke holes at in the story that MG has given?
I mean, shit's all over the place from all ends, so no.
I kind of have a question.
I kind of have an answer.
Did you guys rob me?
no.
Negative.
So
I
that's
wasn't
from
even in the
everyone
city.
across the board. You guys didn't rob me. It was a poser, correct?
You know what? It's not even the fact that it's a poser dog. I'm questioning if this situation even fucking
The
happens.
fuck?
Yeah, bro. At this point,
Sure.
I don't
Did you
even
even
think it was
have
a
these
poser.
guns?
I don't even think you
I'm
had
having
these
mixed
fucking
feelings about
guns.
this.
I like.
Yeah.
I don't think any of this happened. And honestly, Michael, me, you, and Sassy got some history on this shit too, on some real fishy situations.
I mean, I guess if you want to talk about a lot of money missing from a bank account, yeah.
Okay, let's not dig up fast here. We're on one thing right now, and this is the fact that so Affy said that he was circling around Dollar Pills looking for MG members when this robbery supposedly happened, when you got shot at Dollar Pills, and that didn't happen. Nobody ever heard gunshots.
Okay, but
nobody's ever
apparently
seen
everybody's
these guns.
stories are fucked up. So I mean, you
know,
got a time wrong. Y'all can't even remember where the fuck you were. So
No, because I've been doing nothing but shooting cops and fucking shooting purples the whole time.
I mean, that's what I'm
So
saying.
I
like, most
wasn't
of the time,
awake, so
half the time I was on the Grove when they're like when Sassy and them were fighting MG. Like if we would have heard gunshots, that's what I'm saying. Like at that time, I don't, I don't have to go to sleep early, so I'm always up until like 4 or 5 in the morning. So around
Fuck,
that
dog,
time,
I don't even know why we're fighting anymore. To be quite honest,
I would've-
shit's
I would've
just like
known.
blurred out.
facts. I mean,
sometimes you gotta clap because you want to clap.
I don't know. I just, to be honest, I think that it's
I
all
remember
bullshit. There's no way. All that weight into one mule for all those guns and ammo and everything.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. If I go at this from the value side, everything that you told me that you had isn't worth $9 million.
motherfucker, stop playing both sides. I'm your friend, but like, shut the fuck up.
Bro, we're trying
You
to figure
legit
out
straight up.
what-
All right, no, hold on. Please let me finish. You straight up said in the fucking because you're playing both sides right here. Because the other day you said fucking 15 million. You wanted MG's fucking head, so I don't want to fucking hear it. Y'all straight up go, oh, that's worth $15 million. What the? Get your fucking story straight, dude. I'm
mean,
your
I
friend,
don't think-
Sassy, but like, get your shit together, man. Because you're
I don't
honestly
think
making
15
yourself to seem out to be a bitch.
I don't think 15 million ever came out. of my
No, you and Diego both straight up said $15 million. Stop playing both sides. Give it to you straight, or give it to it. Don't give it at all. Like, fucking be a man, Sassy.
Diego, you remember that estimate? Because I don't.
No, we never gave an estimate.
All right. You know, fuck all of you.
Yeah.
Fucking all suck my dick. Tell the fucking truth. Like
Charlie.
Tell the
That
fucking
is the
truth.
truth. We
No,
told
it
you that
ain't,
we couldn't
motherfucker. It
trade-
ain't the fucking
we told-
truth.
Hey, motherfucker, listen. We told you that we couldn't trade Smooch's shit for it because Smooch's shit was not worth it. Did I agree that it was worth $9 million? Absolutely. I did not give you an evaluation of $15 million because I don't even know what the fucking street prices are. So you get your shit motherfucking correct, motherfucker.
We have two other people sitting right down there that were in the meeting that said or that heard you say, "Oh no, that's $15 million worth of shit."
I was there. I never heard 15 million.
Well, open your fucking ears then.
I mean, that's.
Wait, what?
I mean, I think that's.
All right.
Straight up said $15 million, and if you're sitting there saying you agreed on the $9 million, and Sassy saying that you didn't agree on $9 million, like
I
you
agree
still got
on
your
it.
fucking
I don't know
story
what the
not straight,
fucking
man.
I don't know what the fucking value is. I
didn't
told
give you an
guys
estimate.
straight up. This is what happened. I told y'all straight up that we were gonna try to trade for Smoochie's shit to get your shit back, but Smoochie's shit is only worth $600K. With fucking the 5 augs alone, that's worth the fucking Smoochie shit. Worth way more than it. I didn't fucking tell you it was worth 15 million. I never gave you an appraisal. What do I look like? A goddamn auctioneer?
You asked Brian for a price list. He gave you, or not a price list. You asked Brian for a list, and then you go, "That's
and I
worth
said,
about
holy
15 mil."
shit, that's a fuck ton of money. I did not give you an appraisal. I don't even know what the guns sell for, homie. I didn't give you a 15 million appraisal. I love you to pieces, but do not say that we gave you an appraisal. We did not give you an appraisal.
All right,
and
man,
I
like I said,
actually
you may
have
not
the body
remember it,
cam to
man.
back that up, motherfucker.
Okay,
So
can
if
you
we
want to
wanna
go
all
back
go
and
back
watch
to
it?
the
Because
movie
somebody
room
said
and watch it,
15
we
mil.
can.
Okay, we can. Because somebody said 15 mil. I swear on your fucking life, man.
This evidence was not admitted in court before court started, therefore it is not valid. Okay, I'm not watching this.
Anyway,
You
it
don't have
doesn't
to watch
fucking
it, but,
matter.
I mean,
What
either
we're
way,
here to
like-
challenge, we're not here to challenge fucking evaluations and shit. And I don't even care if it's worth 9 million, 10 million, 5 million. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, I don't care
said
either.
when
It's
court
not my
started-
money, and it's Brian's.
Like
and
when
like, if he
like
got
I
fucked
said
over,
when
I get
court
it.
started, everybody's bringing up this whole thing. Oh, you got scammed and shit and yada yada. You know, all you motherfuckers can do whatever you like in your business. All you motherfuckers. I don't care who it is. Whether you think it's the right way or the wrong way, do not put that on someone else, especially in court. Do not say, well, I would have done it this way, so you should have done it that way. That doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, what we are here to decide is if Brian was actually robbed if Brian was robbed by someone else or if he wasn't robbed at all. That's what we're here to fucking decide. So your questions should only pertain to that. And I'm tired of hearing this bickering back and forth. If it doesn't have to do with if Brian was robbed, if Brian was scammed, I don't care if Brian was scammed. I care if Brian was robbed or if he wasn't robbed at all or if this is a figment of his imagination. This is what this fucking court is here to decide, and y'all better start acting like it, or I will pop all you motherfuckers.
You go, girl. Tell him.
With that being said, is there any more questions towards MG about their whereabouts, who they're involved with, or if they could have possibly done that? Is there any more questions about that?
Did he ever give a description of said MG guy that robbed him? Other than the red
Martin has a
sweater?
Bro, he said he was wearing an MG mask and an MG sweatshirt.
Okay, but like, you know, hat, shoes.
He's white,
hat.
wearing joggers, MG sweatshirt, Ford's cap. I gave your whole crew this information yesterday.
I know. I just, you know, not everyone at this court was present at the meeting yesterday, so I'm trying to get that out
I
there.
know. I kind of figured it would have been passed along to, you know, at least your group.
It was. I was there, but like I said, it just not everyone was at said meeting that got to hear said description.
If I'm gonna be honest, I could give a fuck at this point. It's boggled my mind on how much of a shitstorm this has brewed up.
Bro, give a fuck at
I
this
just
point. You're
wanna
literally up here saying that my whole gang fucking stole your shit.
Yeah, and I
Like
got
this
jumped
has
for it.
gone like this has gone so far about if you care, fucking not. You said we did something, we didn't do it.
Yeah,
And
who the
now
fuck?
you
Oh.
yourself have brought every fucking gang in on this. So this is where we're at. Kangaroo court.
And then
Woo-hoo.
now he's backing down, so he don't care. I mean, if you didn't care, you wouldn't. This whole situation would
I'm
never
saying
happen.
backing down, like let's just put these motherfuckers on the wall and be done with it.
Bet. Let's go.
Yep.
Cause I'm kind of feeling pretty
Sounds like-
stupid right now, trying to back somebody who just doesn't care about what's happening. Like, that doesn't make sense. And the fact that he said all of that shit was in the mule singly, not in crates. That's the biggest hole in this situation.
Nobody's ever seen these guns. Nobody's ever like anything on these guns, other than Brian.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if Michael and Bubbles, have you guys seen this armory? Like, have you guys ever like this is your boy? You know, like this is his
Bro,
stuff.
all right. This is no one speak. This is the first time I'm gonna say this. The last time I'm gonna say this. Ryan bought this shit, never showed a soul, any of it, only told people, and gets robbed. End of the story. That's how it is. He's the only one who claims to have seen these weapons or know about them.
Then
Alright, so Brian. Were you lying about all of them? Or were you just exaggerating on how many you had? Because that is possible. He could have had guns, he just exaggerated on how much it was in there.
At the point in time that I joined the gang, I wanted the gang to seem stronger so that way no one would fuck with us.
Oh my god, put this motherfucker on the wall.
Did you really
So-
drag us out here for all this shit, man?
So you
An
drag us
hour and
out
a
here
half of
for a ghost
bullshit.
truck of weapons you didn't even lose?
Put him on the wall. Fuck
Get
that
on the
shit.
fucking stage.
Put him on the wall.
Get on the
Put him
fucking
wall.
stage.
What the fuck?
Everyone chill. Martin, come here.
Alright.
Marty, come here. Hatch, come here. Everyone, hey, don't let them run away. Don't run away. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go further back. Further back.
What are we doing this, man?
I knew it was a fucking load of shit.
It's a setup. They're just trying to get.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling letting like Martin and Bubbles walk away, but after or not Michael and Bubbles.
Michael, after that outburst, now he goes on the wall too.
All of them. They all go down as a
The
crew.
outburst though, like.
I mean, he straight called you a bitch. If you want to put him on the wall, put
Yeah.
him on the wall. This
No.
is kangaroo court, bro.
100% put him on the wall because right
I kind
now.
of want to check through their fucking pockets too.
Facts.
They need to fucking know that they can't pull this shit and have it fucking come with no action. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that is all these fucking meetings, bro. You know how much shit I haven't done in you know, money I've lost just standing around talking this entire time.
Bullshitting and doing absolutely nothing.
That
I should be in
and
fucking bed, bro.
the
That's what I'm
weights-
saying.
The
Like,
weights do not add up at all.
this shit,
whatsoever.
yeah.
The values don't. The amounts, like, man, my last shipment that I got was the one that they bumped up limits, man. And even then, I was below 700K, and that was a large fucking shipment. And
That's
I
what I'm
still
saying. I
have a lot
got
of that shit.
Yeah, like,
You know what I mean?
I even off the new shit, like with the new guns and everything, I just got like, bro, I was at 588.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Yeah, there's just no way.
Yeah, no, we need to put this down.
Yeah.
They're lying.
And you know,
And I mean, that's their boy. I say they all meet the same fate.
Oh,
they're a group, and
What
they
a-
have to be punished as a group.
What if we make them punish him?
What, their own boys?
And-
Fuck each other?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that, and then we
then
shoot
all
them other
finished.
ones.
Yep. Okay.
Say, and then we all blow them down because
We see hesitance and see.
Okay.
I say we let Bubbles walk. To be honest, he's the only one that I feel that's been
yeah,
straight up,
I
to be
feel like
honest with
Bubbles
you.
and
I mean, I
Bubbles is
feel
good,
like
but-
maybe we make them gun him down, and then we gun Michael down, and you know maybe be like
make Bubbles watch.
Okay.
learn a little bit of respect, dog. We make Bubbles watch, and then we just leave.
Well,
That's it. Yeah.
it you know, we also have to tell them that if they want to retaliate after this, it's not going to be good for them, because if they are going to come after any of us, they're just going to get shit on completely.
I mean, basically, if they come after any of us, they're gonna get shut out at that point. Like,
Okay.
it's either they let this shit walk, you know.
I'm
or,
for punishing all of them. I
I'm
don't want to let any of them walk.
Honestly,
We got a
I'm
lot of
kinda-
people here. They need to all catch a body. So I say Michael
This,
gets put on the wall and mowed by everybody.
I think this was a big waste of time, so it's all three, man.
Yeah.
I'm with Marty on this.
Bubbles was the only one that I don't know. Like Sassy said, for this meeting specifically was straight up. I know what you said before,
It's true.
and if
That's
you
true.
want to nominate him for that, by all means.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
feel
thi-
like
I
it's
say
a
we,
group
I
effort,
say we,
like,
I say we put the two on the wall. That's my vote.
I'm
but-
kind of with Hatch. It's a group effort.
it's a
they
group
might as
effort,
well
bro.
get.
Like,
Yeah,
you know, if
that's
my
how
gang
we
did some
treated the
shit-
most shit.
You know, if any of my people did something fucked up, you know, we all have to pay for that shit.
Hey,
it's
bro.
a group thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm with Hatch 100% on this. If
they-
this was you or me, motherfucker, all of our members would be on the wall right now.
Exactly. I mean,
We would have got put and we would be made to watch, and then we would
You're
be put on the
right.
wall.
To be honest, we went through a lot of hardship in LSR. To be honest with you,
Oh, yeah.
dog, so people don't realize what it takes.
And it's a growing and learning experience. It's all of them.
So then,
I just say we line them all up, and then we just get everybody else on the stage.
so we can all agree.
All of them.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
Should we see? Should we get Bubbles to gun him down though?
Got Bubbles to gun them down, and then we finish Bubbles at the end.
I say we make them do Brian, and then we do them.
Okay,
But
yeah,
actually, yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
sounds better. That sounds way better.
I like it.
Okay.
fellas.
All right. Well,
Alright.
plan.
Give me 20K.
Why would I
Hey,
give you
Greens, come
a
here.
cent of
All right, hold on. I got it.
I don't know
Bird,
because
come
like
here.
it's just
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't hand out my money like that to
good.
Come on, further. Okay, get real close so everybody hears. Okay, so what's gonna happen is Blueberry's wasted our fucking time. We're gonna have Bubbles gun his own people down, and then we're all gonna gun Bubbles at the end.
Okay. All right.
All right.
But
Just like
Purple
that.
doesn't think this should happen.
No, it's the head spoke. Just
All right.
just listen and just do.
I'm just telling you what those guys are talking about
I
in the corner
understand
there.
that, but they're not the head. They don't call the shots. Okay.
Yeah. I plain felt was similar talking with them too. You know why I'm even more pissed off right now with them?
What?
Because I was gonna put a lot of shit on the line, and especially if this was true. I plain flat told them I'll put shit on the line right now, and that was even for example, if all this was true, and if you guys didn't agree with it, I was gonna put shit online because it was not right if someone
think
did
you're
really
yelling.
steal all this. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Hey, Hatch, record this shit on your fucking body
I
cam.
am. I got it all. But
Mhm.
check it. I agree with you, Bird. I'm
Yep.
pissed off for the simple fact that
Like, honestly.
they had us so many fucking meetings. I put my fucking business on hold. We
Mhm.
lost money because we weren't doing stuff, and they pulled this. It just doesn't make fucking sense. So
Yep.
just follow the.
Like, and they wasted our fucking times, like, hella.
What the fuck
We've been
is
here
he
for like
doing,
an
dude?
I don't know.
But we've been here for like an hour or an hour and a half or some shit. Just hearing them fucking go back and forth over some shit that's not even true.
Okay. So basically, what's gonna happen is Bubbles is gonna gun the other two down, and all of us, every gang is gonna gun the rest of the people down. Okay.
Okay.
So take
Hey.
the lead.
Hey. Yeah, he wants the. Yeah, he wants the.
Hedge, we should put him, make him surrender like execution style.
This shouldn't even be taking place.
You're right.
Stop talking about it.
Hey, can I have 20 grand?
Fuck no.
Oh, see when you get stabbed.
I'll give you
You
it.
don't want to. Nah. You
I'll give you it. I'll give you it.
I know.
No.
Bubbles. Look,
Ah,
no
good
hard
shit.
feelings between me and you. But I know. I just seriously want you to make sure Brian knows this. Remember, I was gonna put a whole bunch of shit on the line for you guys.
No
here.
response. I just get a giggle.
Well, for him on that part, technically. But you know.
So I guess we're cleared now.
Leave whatever you want to.
But
at
give a
this
knife.
point. I'm done. This
I don't
whole
trust
thing
you
is
to-
blown up and escalated.
No,
to
don't
points
fucking do
where I
it.
never wanted
I thought
it to
I thought
go.
when I fell off, you stabbed me. I really
This
did.
whole fucking thing is just
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
pissing me off. I want to go.
Eddie wants to ask you
bed.
something.
That's fair.
This meeting has gone on for way too
What do you say?
long.
Eddie wants to
Just
ask me
fucking
something?
shoot me. Get it over with.
Should I go over there?
Return, whatever the fuck. I don't care.
What?
Oh, the wannabe cowboy.
Should I go over there?
I don't know.
It depends
say
if
about
you're.
me?
Oh, fuck it. Let's go over there.
No, I'll just go. Hold on.
Which one?
Hey, Eddie, what do you want to say?
I just told you the wannabe
Does
cowboy.
your mom know how to fucking wash some clothes like decently?
This
Yeah,
fool has
like,
got-
yeah,
I got the old
we're not in
fucking
Mexico. We got a laundry
Thompson
machine.
No,
This
I know,
fool
but
got
I've been
hey,
sleeping
this
with
fool got the
his
crusty ass clothes.
mom,
He's been wearing
right?
the
And
same
I be
clothes
asking
for
to
like
wash
5
my clothes,
days.
and it
Yeah.
still smells like ass. So I need somebody else's mom to wash my clothes.
I'll wash them for you, like $5 a.
He
$5
literally, bro.
a-
He literally
Mike-
just put that on
I'm gonna
before
clap
leaving
your
the
mom, bruh,
leaving
and
the
she's gonna
block.
be
See,
paying me
look
with
at-
that.
This man got the
At least
old,
Mike
old
changes his
M4s. Got the old cop guns.
I didn't even recognize this fool. I was like, "Where's that fool Mike at?"
He's right here.
I know, because he changed clothes. You know.
Yeah, you got the chain out and everything. I'm gonna snatch that shit later. I want to.
I'm not. I'm sober for once. I'm not drinking or anything.
With the AUGs, none. AKs, I had like 3.
You ain't a gang at all.
Dracos, I had 2. The miscellaneous shit was just like random, like
Yourself,
weapons. I had
yourself,
those.
Bubbles,
Listen,
and Brian to the
I
stage.
did not want to
please.
sit here for an hour and a half over something that didn't really happen.
Yeah,
All
it
right, well,
was.
yourself, Bubbles, and Brian to the stage, please.
Guns were taken, all this other bullshit.
Y'all
I
summoned-
genuinely, I've already taken the fucking L enough.
I'm gonna sit over here where I won't be shot.
If I could get El
Oh,
Presidente
shit.
back there, Hatch, and you're behind me. Am I forgetting anybody?
No.
Um,
We're all accounted for.
Yeah. Okay. This is all this.
Up to the stage, boys.
Blue boys, let's go.
Cuff him.
You too, Michael.
Hey, watch out. Oh, he's going. Okay.
Where the fuck?
Ow.
What the
Oh
fuck?
shit!
What was that for?
He's a woman beater.
What'd you just fucking call me?
Hey, do it.
Wait, no.
He just called me a bitch and
Hey,
fucking punched me.
hey, no, stop it.
The fuck
All right,
was that for?
Brian, stand about right here. Well, actually, yeah, right there's good. Oh, I'm not gonna shoot you, Michael Bubbles.
Stand, motherfuckers.
I have a fucking gun, so.
Hey, you all might want to get yeah.
What if he just starts shooting at us?
No. What are you doing? You don't have a gun? Oh, here you go. I got
I
you.
don't have a gun, man. I don't bring a gun to a fucking meeting that's supposed to be, you know, friends.
Yeah, we might want to spread out. Oh, my toes are exposed.
You got a gun, right, Bubbles?
I'm gonna stand front and center.
Steven, if I shoot you in the back of the head, I'm sorry.
You can aim over me. How are you gonna hit me in the back of the head?
Did you grab it?
I don't know. I want to shoot that cowboy shot.
Yeah. I mean, you could stand back here in front of everybody.
Yeah, okay.
You and Bubbles face Brian.
We represent.
Mr. Bubbles. I'm gonna need you to pull your gun out and face your boy.
Let's go, guns.
I'm gonna need you to proceed to shoot down the said liar that wasted 20 some odd people's time. Everybody else, let's get off the stage.
Go, point your gun, bro.
You too, Michael.
Oh, fuck, fool. That fool's a liar?
Everybody present arms.
Just remember, boys, this is kangaroo court. You're always guilty.
After he's dead.
All right, boys. When you're ready,
I'm not in your way.
say your goodbyes and do whatever you gotta do.
We get a shoot?
Wait. I'll say.
Watch friendly fire, dumbasses.
We get a shoot?
When you see a body, fire.
Are there any cops around? Oh no.
Possibly.
Nope.
Bruh. I'm deaf. Holy shit.
Loud as fuck.
Kangaroo court, motherfuckers.
Now we leave him here. Bye, everybody.
Hey, let's go, Hatch.
God.
Do it up. Fucking right.
Okay.
Oh my god, Mike!
I'll set it, Mike.
Shoot that shit. Shoot that shit while they're up there.
Hang on, I'm pissing. Oh,
Whoa,
come on,
guys.
bro.
That's sorry, dude.
The fuck, bro?
Oh,
Sorry, bro.
Sassy got sassy.
I just got shot.
Me, because you lit Sassy on fire.
Alright, let's go.
Well, it was more of Mike.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
It wasn't even supposed to be that
Go
way,
on.
asshole.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
a good outcome. I'm happy.
So sorry.
Seat warmers are on, big boss.
Wait, what car did we come in for? Shotgun, shotgun, fool. Shotgun.
Don't break my brand new car.
What the hell's Mike? Is it just us?
Damn, that fool said if you gun me down on the wall, I'm never coming
He's
back.
right there.
Okay, fuck it, back to the block.
Gotcha.
I really liked what happened. I feel better.
Yep.
Wasting my fucking time.
Yep.